Hi everyone, been a while, as always, been a while, so I thought I'd do a catch-up video again. But just working on a job for a client that we used to do as regular maintenance, and when we changed over to just doing sort of big jobs, stopped doing the maintenance, but we come back to improve one of their beds, or clear out and improve one of their beds. And just wanted to sort of show off their rather fabulous compost heaps. Now it could be that you're a nerd like me and you love a good compost heap. It could be that you don't. So probably if you don't love a good compost heap, now is probably the time to switch off. But if you do love a good compost heap, I shall just spin the camera around. So as you can see, they've got a fabulous 5-bin compost heap system made from sort of slats and concrete posts. And obviously compost is very important for the garden, very good for naturally fertilising your plants and everything. And they've got, to start off with, and they're really concentrating on leaf mould. They've got a lot of mature trees in the garden, and so they collect up the leaves, put them into the bins. And normally, this year's been a bit different, but normally you'd have one bin full and the other one that you'd be using. And leaf mould is all the and leaves, and that's really fantastic as a soil improver generally, and it's also really good for things like mixing into sort of seed sowing mixes and plant pot mixes, because it doesn't really have any nutrients, but it's really good for the sort of bulk of the compost and improving the soil structure, particularly if you've got a heavy soil, or conversely if you've got a very light soil, so sort of sandy soils and clay soils, both helped by that. And then got a sort of 3-bin situation where start off, you put it into one, after say 6 months you flip it into the next one, another 6 months, maybe less than that, a couple of months, whatever, into that one, and then hopefully lovely crumbly compost at the end that some people would suggest you could rub through your fingers and get very excited about, or just put on your plants and they'll enjoy it. And that should be really full of lovely nutrients for the plants, lots of micro nutrients as well and things like that. And then as we've been clearing out a large bed, they also have a sort of big pile that's going to be a bomb. Obviously you could chip that up, you could run through some of it through a chipper, you could run a mower over some of it and put it into the compost heap, or as they're choosing to do is just burn it. And often when we're doing larger jobs, getting rid of waste is it is one of the major problems, one of the major issues of how we successfully do a job. So being able to use compost heaps is fantastic, and obviously being able to put it somewhere that they can burn, that's also really useful, a way of getting rid of stuff quite easily. But I just thought I'd show you those different options and admire. Oh, look at those lovely compost heaps, fantastic, do love it. All right, hope you're all well, speak soon, bye.